That's big. That's big if he does that.
Omni-Man.
He looks like he wants pictures of Spider-Man. Generic Control and the theduckgoesmoo here, back with some more Death Battle reaction. Today we have Omni-Man versus Homelander. I'm not very familiar with either of these two. I know Homelander is from The Boys, which I think they did like a special for that last season or a couple seasons ago. I reacted to that one. Never seen either. Never seen Invincible or The Boys or anything like that. But apparently this Death Battle is really, really good because it has a million more views than Thor versus Vegeta, which is my last reaction. You want to check that out? I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Vegeta was voiced by Landon Pator, who's the voice actor for Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which was my first introduction to Dragon Ball Z, and he's actually subscribed to the channel, which is awesome. I hope he saw your comments talking about how awesome it was to have him in the video. Shout out to the Patients. They get the videos day early. Couldn't do this without them. They love it to have a paywall on the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Hopefully I can make it a little bit better. Hope you're subscribed. I read every single comment, so leave them down below. My current record is 77 and 47. If you hear banging on my door, that's because my nephew is here, and he just loves to torment me because me and children are just no. But this should be a really good one. People love it apparently. You all have been all in the comment section. You also told me they come out with these like every other Monday or whatever. But let's go ahead and jump on into this one. Alright, current record 77-47. Also, 30 minutes from when this video goes live, at 5 p.m., I'm playing my first Pokemon Nuzlocke on Platinum.
The world's greatest
It was great.
Brought to you by Vought International.
Few heroes
Yeah,
have stood the test
not
of
familiar
time
with either of
more
them.
calm than the very first, Superman. But what if absolute
The
power
one without
did,
limits.
in fact, corrupt absolutely?
Answer: we're all screwed. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
So-
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
Why-
and skills to find out who would win.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy? Because he has a mustache, and usually people in comic books, the guy with the mustache
Up
is
in
usually a
the
bad
sky.
guy.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No,
It's inflation.
Omni-Man. Had you going there for a second, huh?
Not really. His name
No.
is in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic
Oh.
comic inspiration. He's
Oh,
even
well.
got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid to hide with terrible CGI. Born on the planet
What?
Filtrum, Nolan was sent to Earth.
Oh,
to act
of course
as
an
a
alien.
Superpowered alien defender.
Who wants his son
the
to think?
enlightenment of his utopian homeworld.
And as his superhero alter ego
6'2".
Omni-Man, there was no one better suited to the task.
He
saved
looks like
the
he wants
world
pictures of
countless
Spider-Man.
times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and
This is Globe, not Galaxy.
Life couldn't be better until Mark inherited his dad's
He just
Viltrumite
yeeted.
powers. That's
He
when
just
Mark
yeeted
found
him.
out that his dad was a stinking rat bastard liar.
Turns out, Viltrum wasn't exactly the peaceful utopia Nolan promised.
Peaceful
It
in the
was
sense that they culled
chaos.
half their
Oh!
population, murdering
That
millions
person got
with
ripped in
their
half.
bare hands until only the strongest were left, united
That's
by
one way
a
to do
common
it.
purpose.
This
The being
Viltrumite
stronger than everybody else?
empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy.
And that's why he
murdering
was sent to
any
Earth.
who dared oppose them. So just scratch that whole peaceful part entirely.
And turns out Omni-Man was here to do that same thing to Earth.
But
Sorry,
he,
Mark.
let me guess, he fell in
Dad's
love.
a dick.
Even worse, he's easily the most powerful being on the entire planet.
Imagine
Well,
combining
what
the
universe
raw
is this?
power of a Kryptonian and the bloodlust of a Saiyan.
Vegeta.
What you get is basically
Vegeta.
Viltrumite.
Due to
Vegeta.
their unique DNA, Viltrumites are composed of smart atoms that they can manipulate to achieve superhuman feats, like holding their breath for weeks on end by drawing more energy
Weeks?
from the oxygen inside them.
Kind of reminds
Huh?
me of that whole bioelectric aura thing Superman has. That's basically how.
I had
comic writers
never heard of this
sciencey
guy.
explanation for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense. How can atomic structure be designated by your DNA? DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical biological hogwash that I cannot stand.
Uh-oh, comics
Oh,
fans.
well, that's
I'm calling
comic
this
books.
debunked.
Oh, well, he's on fire.
Viltrumites can fly, withstand near absolute
Obviously.
zero temperatures, and even possess insane
near.
healing factors. You know, stuff like getting punched through the stomach, having your guts
And-
ripped out, or having your face smashed up in a tomato soup. I don't mean to exaggerate, but
And
Viltrumites
teeth.
in this series get fucked up, and somehow.
But how did they kill other
However, too much
ones?
trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors.
As a head, it's
Intense
probably
heat
its weak
can
point.
be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites.
Someone's
are
getting turned to
killed
the
by
sun.
Extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than a regular human.
Okay.
Pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though pushing themselves
Huh.
to their physical limits only ends up making
Will
them way
Homelander figure that
stronger.
out?
And considering Nolan has been alive and planet conquering for thousands of years, he's
Yeah, he has
easily one of
experience.
the toughest Viltrumites around. Like other aliens,
So he is a bad guy.
will literally splatter
Obviously.
their bodies against him. But Mark didn't inherit everything from his dad. Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion and not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone.
Or tearing people in half.
Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior
This is
foes.
invincible, but what? Like, who makes this? Is this DC, Marvel? What?
Systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him. Classic generational divide.
Yeah.
Is underselling it. Nolan flew so fast
Underselling
that
it?
his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man is
Okay, what speed is that?
Survived punching
That's
a hole
it?
through a planet and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Assuming
Texas
that
is
the
big.
diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico. That
So
would make
far.
it 1,300 kilometers wide.
I was in Texas like 2 weeks
Weigh
ago.
over 4.6 quintillion tons, moving at re-entry speeds of over 11,000 meters per second.
Meters.
It hit with enough energy to destroy the moon twice over.
So Omni-Man is strong enough to slaughter
Okay.
those who
Do a
consider
baseball
him an
around
ally,
Earth.
the Guardians of the Globe. All to ensure as seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
Too bad for Nolan. It wouldn't be that easy because he'd have to go
Why-
through his son first.
Mark
Oh,
was
so, like, what's stopping him?
horrified by
His
brother's
son.
treachery, spurred on by the
Okay.
reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
So why did he
And
pick
that's
her?
when Mark's real Viltrumite training began. Get it? Training?
Training
like the
by
train?
Yes, we get it. It was a good
Is he killing
pun.
people on the
Jesus.
train?
But if
Oh, he's
anything,
holding
it
him
was
there, okay.
Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father human.
Okay.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Okay, well that's good. If you don't want to pay for BetterHelp, I have a therapy chat on my Discord server. It's completely free, and it is a very safe space to be. A lot of people have used it. It's been great. There's always somebody there trying to help, which is awesome. So on my Discord server is my greatest accomplishment.
Welcome to Vought International.
Yeah, and we learned about these during the Boys.
But
Homelander wasn't in that fight. Well, he was, but he wasn't.
That's right. Superheroes are real and they're big business.
Imagine a company that possesses a monopoly on popular culture, pumping out movies, TV shows, action figures, and video
Well.
games constantly, drowning the masses in a slurry
Vaughtland.
of focus-tested nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
Oceanland? Oh, dude, that guy.
Imagine.
Within
Gets into
Vaught's
Ohio.
pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader, Homelander.
Who can
He's
curb
got
stomp
the
all of them,
looks,
I'm pretty
the
sure.
charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad. This guy probably eats freedom.
But
and
isn't he
shits
like the big
eagles.
bad
But
guy?
Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue boy scout he's
5'11".
marketed as,
Nobody's
Homelander's
5'11".
probably the
He
closest
weighs
thing
more
to
than me, too.
Lucifer on Earth.
Remember bad future Biff from Back to the
Attention,
Future?
fame, milk.
Now give him superpowers and media training.
Vaught's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby. A tale we're all familiar
So
with.
Superman,
And
yeah.
one that's total bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vaught's proprietary
Sponsored.
super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was
So he's very
a
similar to
complete
Captain America.
success.
Too much of a success. He was murdering rooms of terrified scientists before his
On
umbilical
birth.
cord was even cut. In the comics, Vought had to keep
Was
remote
born and
control
chose
hydrogen
violence.
bombs strapped to him at all times because they had
Also, what's
no
with the baby
idea what
lasers
else
in the
could
show?
possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted
All
as
about the money.
Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly
But he's
at
not an alien.
hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
But
Looks
you
at
know
me,
you're done
sad.
for when he breaks out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people or split airplanes in half.
Or screams so loud
I mean-
that it shatters the eardrums of anyone around him.
Those are
That's big.
innocent bystanders
That's
whose
big if he
ears
does
are
that.
exploding, by the way. Oh yeah, he totally
But
botched
thousands
his
of
mission
years,
to
I don't
stop
know.
the plane hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real, but his heroism is a charade. Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
The
Oh,
only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out
really? That's
being
all he
raised
cares
as a
about?
lab
Not the money or
experiment
anything, just
doesn't
public
create a
image and
healthy
fame.
person. But
And
don't
milk.
worry, he eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual relationship with a fellow superhero who just happened to be an actual Nazi. Speaking of sex, Wiz, you know how I'm always saying we should figure out how Superman and Lois get busy? Well,
What do you mean?
Homelander proved that
How do you have to
they
figure that
can't
out?
when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens. Who drew that?
Look, there's
It's
no
like,
way to
what,
sugarcoat
was it
this.
Hancock?
Considering a human's load has much less mass than a shotgun pellet, it would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy.
Well, that's,
over
that's
1,500
buckshot.
meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
That's right.
Oh.
Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Ooh, kinda sucks
Talk
for
about a noise
humanity
complaint.
that they made this
Oh,
dude
he
the
just
most
clapped his
powerful
ears and
being
that-
on the
ooh.
planet and a psycho murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Stillwell even commented that Homelander has proven immune to every weapon known to mankind.
Baseball into
no
orbit?
matter how
Okay.
powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as
Well, he's
the
not fighting
Tsar
humans,
bomb,
though.
which
The
exploded
Tsar
with
bomb,
the energy
okay.
of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right.
Huh.
Neil almost died.
And that's the kind
Because
of
of an
shit
experiment.
Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's strong enough to throw a jet with one hand and fast enough
Oh?
to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being
What do
an
you mean?
emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate
know a couple of
those
those.
around him.
Though it probably wasn't too smart to piss off the world's angriest limey, Billy Butcher. Yeah, turns
Yeah,
out forcibly
with the
bothering
laser
a
eye, baby.
bastard son with someone else's wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. Some
An enemy?
small measure of control over his own life.
Being
Oh.
born Vought's star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new
Wait,
beginning.
how did
not.
she get pregnant? If it was, you know, Mach 3.5?
Episode is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
After years of fine print,
Okay. Hey, I mean, it's not Blue Apron. It's not Blue Chew.
Mobile.com.
Current record is 77 and 47. I hit the last one correct.
your wireless bill is $15 a month at mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
It's really cheap. Oh man,
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data
I
through
think-
all possibilities.
I think this one's
It's
pretty
time
pretty
for a
obvious.
death battle!
Oh, actually, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Homelander. Okay. That's what I'm gonna go with. I think the whole ear screeching thing, but I feel like Omni-Man might have
Howdy, neighbor.
like immunity or maybe like against it. But he is so old and
You don't know
so experienced.
Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand, and it's very important to
Ah,
me that
God,
brand
it's painful.
means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie?
Oh, well, I mean,
She's
it's not like
shy. So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country.
out of my country, not planet country.
I'm going to feed you your own heart.
Is that foreshadowing? Also, is that a
Shit.
threat?
That was a great line.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Omni-Man has some crazy good feats, but literally, Homelander has a counter
Country?
to him.
Seriously? I'm not
He already owns the
here
country.
for your
That's a
country.
song. Song's dope. Okay, also this animation. It's not a sprite. Well, obviously. Also, I do read all your comments, by the way. And I reply to a lot of them, so. Go ahead and let me know if you agree or disagree with this one. Hair pulling, that's what we're doing. Also, they have like the same haircut. Oh, here's the jet. We're gonna kill everybody on board. Well, that was easy.
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to
Probably
turn
not.
with the punch to reduce.
Oh, Oh, wait, I don't know if he has a healing factor. I don't think Homelander... Yeah, there we go. No way this fight's gonna be that fast, though. Maybe he realized because that made his ears bleed, or maybe he can put something in his ears. Hi. You're a maniac. Congratulations.
Are you going to cry?
Just yell again. Oh, there we go.
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flash right at those shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
His healing factor is nuts. Yeah, Homelander doesn't have a healing factor. Yeah, I don't think he does. Oh, he's gonna feed him his own heart. Good thing he made his jaw bigger.
Remember what I promised you.
Yes. Okay.
Swallow. Merry Christmas.
But it's May. Okay, I'm okay getting this one wrong.
There's a gun. It sure seems like
Yeah, I feel like they kind of baited me with the whole sound thing.
Despite Homelander's dominance within the world of the boys,
Yeah.
he's a big fish in a
I literally
small
picked him because of
world,
the sound
speaking.
effect.
Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite
Not
healing
mine.
factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still
That's
took quite a bit of time.
not a laser.
And there's no reason to think Homelander's heat vision was anywhere near
God,
that hot.
cuts people
Hell,
in half.
Nolan's tanked heat
This is
vision
nuts.
with the superhero means supreme before. Who can
Never heard of
vaporize
him.
people in an instant?
Even if it was hot enough, Omni-Man's superior speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite
Okay.
being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any
Yeah, that's
way.
what I was
Plus,
thinking.
while Homelander
I
is
just didn't
pretty
know.
devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for
thousands of years.
He
Yeah.
comes from a warrior
So,
culture based on
77 and
fighting.
48.
Homelander, on the other hand, comes from a test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because he was always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is
Yeah,
a
I'm not
warrior,
upset about
and
this.
The other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
It's like Captain
When it
America.
comes
It's
to
like almost
Superman
Captain
knockouts,
America against
Homelander had to eat his heart out.
almost Superman.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Yeah, not super upset with that one. What's the next fight gonna be? Hopefully it's not one I'm gonna skip.
We've launched a brand new membership program for our YouTube channel. By directly supporting
I
our
don't-
team, you'll get unique emotes,
What's the next one gonna be?
badges,
Tell me.
and
Tell me what it
additional
is.
content, and a bunch more. Click that join button to see more info, and thanks so much for watching.
I remember, if you're watching this time upload at 5 p.m., I'm doing my Pokemon Nuzlocke. We started it last week, so it's only the second playthrough, and it was great. I have no idea who this is. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Magneto versus Tetsuo? I think Magneto isn't... Who's Magneto? I know it's a villain. I've heard the name before. I don't know. Is that a... Magneto? I want to say Magneto is a DC villain? I feel like I might have just heard a couple people. Is Magneto like somebody that fights the X-Men? I don't know. I'm not familiar with the X-Men either. Oh, man. So, let me know if you disagree or agree with this fight. I love reading your comments, and there's going to be like 300 or 400 comments on this video by the time I read through every single one of them. So, yeah, that's going to be a long time of reading comments, but I do it for every single one of my videos, so I really hope you enjoyed it. Oh, man. This is... I didn't even know Omni-Man existed. He looks like he wants pictures of Spider-Man. He literally looks like what's-his-face in the first Spider-Man movies, the Tobey Maguire ones. And of course he has a mustache, so of course he's the villain, because that's just how things work. But, wow, this has 1 million more views than Thor vs. Vegeta. And they had Lanny Pator voicing Vegeta. Man, wow. That's kind of crazy. That in 2 weeks has 1.9 million. Maybe that video is blocked in Japan or something. Maybe, or I don't even know. I can't imagine. That's the discrepancy in views. But that's a lot of views. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your comments. And definitely subscribe because I'll be reacting to the next death battle on probably another Wednesday. So definitely stay tuned for that. Check out some other videos. But until the next video, take care and cue the music.